Hey guys, welcome to Frank's Tech Help. So in my previous video, doing the test drive with the new Stampede Talon rims on my wife's Rustler VXL. Had a couple of issues, and as you know, ended up busting the A-arm towards the end of the video, and it was on the rear passenger side. And it just so happens that's the same side. In that video, I discovered that the glue was not intact properly, fully. It was in the beginning, but it came loose pretty quickly during that video and ended up, I don't know, I'm sure it was a contributing factor to the A-arm breaking, although, you know, jumping and landing on the back wheels probably was as well. But so I do have the red RPMs on the way for that, and I'll do a video probably on that later. But today I'm going to address the glue on the glue situation on these tires. And so the two front tires on this vehicle, I'll spin this around so you guys can see there, the two front tires on this are actually fine as far as the glue goes. Everything is pretty solid. I've double checked everything. It looks like the glue has held pretty well. Unfortunately on these, the glue did not do so well. Give you guys a little view there. So you can see it looks like it's fairly, you know, kind of, oh, sorry, I'm getting, my green screen's dropping out. So, go around to this side, you can see right there where it's completely disconnected, and that's where that heavy warble was coming from in the previous video. So I'm going to go ahead and fix these, and now that I've got the A-arm temporarily installed, we can be able to drive over the weekend, but I'll be curious to see how this drives now that the tires will be fixed as far as the glue. So for this project, I'm going to be using some Loctite professional strength super glue here, and just put this aside. Let me, I'm just going to move this down here out of the way while I'm working on this. This one bottle has lasted me quite a while, and so I pretty much swear by it. I know there's a lot of other things out there you can use adhesives as far as the tire glue goes. There's, you know, official stuff to use, but this is kind of where I started, and this is kind of, it's worked for me every time in the past. So I'm basically just going to pull the tire out here, and you do want to go ahead and get it back on the rim as well as you can, because once this glue hits it, it's going to dry pretty much instantly. This is very fast acting, so the important part here is to make sure that the alignment, as you can see going around the tire now, that the alignment is straight. And I'm just going to kind of lift back here and get some glue down into there to get it started. And by using a spudger, I can actually spread the glue around pretty well as far as what I need to do. So I'm going to drop some more in here, work my way around as I go. And the spudger is metal, so that is pretty handy to have. Now here's where it gets tight because it is properly glued on this side, but I'm still going to wedge. And if you can separate the rim any further than what it is, this one actually is separating fairly easily. So this is just a bad glue job from the factory as far as that goes. So it's nice and tight there. That's as far as I can go on that side. So I'm going to bring it back around to the other side over here and get some extra glue in there, and then start working it. All right, it looks like it's tight right there as well. So hopefully that'll take care of it. I am going to look though. Yeah, there's a spot right there that you can put some more in. Alright. So key element there is just to get that spread around as evenly or as much as you can. And using the spudger is really good because you can, kind of works as a spatula or something. I don't know how to equivocate that or whatever, but it does help get it to spread down in there really well. So, and more spot. Oh, it's already got glue on it. All right, so there it is. Easily went through and got it all put down into place there. So basically, just gonna make sure the rim is seated all the way back down properly, and then we're going to let that dry. While that side is doing its thing, I'm going to come back over to the front side here, and it does look like there are some gaps on the front here as well. So I'm going to just take my spudger and put some glue on, and then work my way around as much as I can. Yeah, that was the bad spot on the front that I saw in the previous video, so I'm going to put a little extra glue in there. And like I said, if you can get the tire to separate, go ahead and make it separate. Like right here, it's stuck. It's not going to go any further because it is glued. So I'll just work my way around to the next weak spot in this. And it looks like there's one right there. And that's actually on the edge of where we just glued. So yeah, this is just, man, terrible glue job. All right, so. And so that's it for that. It takes care of the front side of that. And just go back and make sure that the back side is still aligned. The tire's in all the way around. Alright, so that one's done. Alright, so got the front tires taken care of. They definitely weren't as bad as the back tires go in this. So I just can't seem to win sometimes, you know, on the Traxxas wheels. Like I said, the original VXL wheels, you couldn't tear them off the rims. My VXL 4x4 Rustler, the wheels had issues almost immediately. Then I bought a set of Anaconda tires, whatever, for this, and had glue problems on that as well. So I haven't really, I've got the Slash 4x4 VXL, and I've only driven it a couple of times, did my initial review, but I've been so focused on other stuff lately that I haven't really gotten to drive it a lot, so I'm not sure what the tire situation on that will be, although I can tell you that the orange stuff that goes around the rim, the colored part, is chipping off even after my first or second run with that vehicle, so I'll do some more videos on that coming up here in the nearby future. So I'm going to go ahead and get these tires back on here, and hopefully this is going to take care of this situation. Actually, I know that it will because this has happened before, but so as you guys heard in the previous videos, that really heavy warbles, like, so yeah, me and my sound effects. My wife, all the time is like, do that again, like, anyway. I'm crazy. I'm gonna get this last wheel back on here. Oh, I'm knocking stuff over here. And last wheel. So as it stands, these wheels are really cool, despite the initial couple of issues here. As far as the glue and stuff like that goes. So the next step here is going to be to put in the ESC and the motor heatsink and fan, and that's going to help offset the temperature increase that these tires increase on the motor and help it run cooler. And so this back one was the one that was really having the issue before. Alright, so we've got everything put back together here, and I'm actually going to do a little spin-up test here and check the ballooning on the tires and listen for that disconnection again. So let's see what happens here. Beautiful. I did see a little bit of wobble in this tire, but I need some new bearings going on in there. I need to work out a couple of things here. Let's check this side out real quick. Yeah. Nice. All right, not nearly as much warble going on there as having before. Everything looks good. All right. Anyway, that's just a quick glue job on the Stampede Talon tires applied to the Rustler VXL. So I wish I'd known this before my last video, because you can hear it. It's so evident in that video, and you can actually hear the point where this tire disconnects. I'm in the driveway doing the bash part of that video, and it does a flip and the wheels spin, are still rotating, and they balloon out, and you hear like it's, I mean, you can hear it. It's very evident. And then right after that, into the next part of the video, street run, backyard stuff, you can hear it very clearly. And so, like I said, I really think that was a contributing factor to this A-arm braking, because we've jumped this thing. Yeah, granted, it could just be time for it to go, but jumped this thing at least 100 times, if not more, and never had an issue with that. All right, so I guess that's it. I've rambled enough for today. Just wanted to do a quick update for you guys there. So on what's going on with the wife's pretty in pink VXL. So Hope this video helped you guys out. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for upcoming prize giveaways, and stay tuned for more test drive videos on these vehicles. And as always, I hope this video helped you guys out. Thanks for watching Frank's Tech Help. Peace.
I would like to take you on a trip. Come on along now and listen to our tunes. Just sit back as we go zoom, zoom, zoom. Who she and what